Munkhtsetseg Munkhjargal has just had a baby daughter. She has named her Gerald. She and her family live in a traditional yurt on the outskirts of Ulan Bator. 6 months ago, Muughi, as everyone calls her, contracted the coronavirus, and so did the rest of her family.
First, my father got sick. Then my mother did. My brother caught the virus 10 days later. And then I tested positive myself. I was already a few months pregnant and was taken to the clinic.
Luckily, Muughi only had mild symptoms, and her family recovered as well. But quarrels broke out in the neighborhood, and Muughi's family was stigmatized, insulted, and shunned.
So many people lived in that neighborhood in such a small area. So naturally, everyone thought of themselves first. Things were incredibly tense.
There was so much tension that Muughi's family eventually took down their yurt and moved to another neighborhood. Nobody knew how to deal with the pandemic. Complete isolation wasn't possible because people constantly ran into each other, for example, when they had to get water. It's Muughi's first day back at work since she gave birth. She is in charge of a public daycare called Magic Land and says information about the virus was lacking here too.
We found most of our information on Facebook. Newspapers and other official media only issued general figures and statements. Useful information only came out slowly, what the symptoms were, which people were particularly susceptible, and so on.
The kindergarten teacher is in contact with many families in the neighborhood and shares information with them directly. She is a member of the Crisis Communication Chapter Team, which includes journalists, government representatives, and ordinary citizens like herself. She says that's why the CCC is so important.
The group cares about a better exchange between the media, government, and ordinary people, and that everybody has to check information before spreading it. At the CCC, we've learned about fact-checking.
Together with the CCC, they've developed websites and Facebook pages containing useful information. The infection rate in Mongolia has since gone down, and Muughi is pleased. Her mother is back from work and starts cooking the family dinner. Her mother believes that if their old neighbors had known more, things probably would not have been so tense. But the family has put that behind them and now hopes for a better future.
People should live like they did before the pandemic, but we should also keep some good new habits, like washing our hands regularly. And when it comes to the smiles on people's faces, I'd like to see those again. At the moment, they're still hidden behind the masks.
And more than anything else, Muughi wishes for her daughter Gerald a life that is carefree and bright.